Good morning, my people. Like I said, we will be right back, and we are right back. Oh my goodness, what is this? Um, yeah. So good morning once again. Today is October the 2nd of 2020. We are glad to have you here. As you can see, we played a song that we are the one. This work has been cut out for us. So we are not running anywhere. We are not leaving it for anyone. No, Elohim and Elohai that is going to do it for us is there. It's waiting for us to get it done. So the question today is that how are you going to use your time, your talent, and your treasure to help? Are you a celebrity? Are you someone who is talented in autistic work? I mean, what is your thing that you can do to help this struggle today? So it's not just about the celebrities, as you can see what our topic is, the role of celebrities in a society. It appears that our people don't know what it means. They think it's all about flashing themselves on Instagram, showing my car, my house, and my new butt, and my new breast. They are so irresponsible with the level of position God has given them. So our prayer today is that we can kind of like point them to the right direction. Maybe some of them didn't know. They thought it was just a job that they have. They didn't recognize that they also mandated to care for their fans as well. So anyway, join us today before I take off and give you guys all the information on the first go. My name is Mona Jim Saga and I'm here in Houston, Texas. I will have my sisters introduce themselves.
Good morning, viewers. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have a lot to talk about, but basically, we are talking about what our celebrity need to do to help propagate this message. You know, they shouldn't sit back and expect miracle from anywhere. They should be part of the miracle. So today we are talking about that extensively. I hope you to join us and listen. Listen good. Thank you. My name again is Dr. Augusta Nasike. Thank you for being here.
Good morning from here, viewers. My name is Dr. Ekwi Simon Okube, Lexington, Kentucky. We appreciate you. We appreciate our sisters. And we're here again to do what we need to do. So, the usual food for thought. We all have one disability or the other. If it is not hearing, visual, or walking disability, it could be speech, language, and learning disability. We may not be using wheelchair and crutches, but I tell you, we all know that aspect of our lives where we need extra help and support in order to function to partial or full capacity. My wise ancestors from the great Igbo nation say, if you are taller than me, you cannot be shorter than me. Alluding to the fact that what may be a challenge and weakness to you may be my strength. But with synergy and proper alliance, we could become an insurmountable force. Nevertheless, we must be honest and truthful about our strength and limitations so we do not mislead others. Thank you very much.
Wow, my dear, if only the people called by his name will yield and do the right thing, we will be out of the wilderness in no time. As our topic said, the role of celebrities in a society. We try to send out this promo every week. I think we're a little bit late this week. Just to get you guys in the spirit for you to start thinking. You find yourself in a position where a lot of people are listening to you. You are a celebrity. So it's not just the movie stars and the millionaires. It's the church pastor that is convincing our people to show up in their church every Wednesday and even risk. Sister Eki was telling me a story where a man almost get killed for going to early morning mass a few days ago. So it's like you have to do what that celebrity, that person in that status tells you to do. So on the 16th of July 1963, the young South African singer Miriam Makeba addressed the Special Committee on the Policies of Apartheid of the Government of the Republic of South Africa at their 18th meeting. If you guys can recall, this year was the 76th. These people have been in section forever and a day. So when the people recognize your gift and your talent and decide to make you famous and popular, you owe them a duty to use that talent to at least speak on their behalf. We do recognize that some of you may not have thought about your position because you thought you're just it's just a job that you're doing. You did not realize that now you have to be caring for your fans. So we are asking that as we watch the evil union called Nigeria mark their 16-year of entrapment of the indigenous people. Every day they throw us into mourning. We are on a merry-go-round without an escape route. We are asking, what have you done? What role have you played? Have you supported the only strategy that works? Have you looked at the NINA's protocol that everyone was saying, if we had this agenda, if we had this idea, we wouldn't even have that war called Biafran War? Have you been responsible enough to understand what's happening? Because we don't want mad people. One day you will come out, you will start wearing Biafran flag and you're walking bra, 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 like a madman on the street saying that you're promoting the indigenous people. No. We are talking about strategic steps, things that make sense, things that when somebody else see it in Obodoyibo, see it in diaspora, a learner person will say, oh yeah, this person has a case. Every day we grieve for mass murder, most recently in Southern Kaduna. And we anticipate several attacks in the making in different locations from Benue to Plateau. What are the people doing? What are the masses doing? Are we going to sit around and lament as we normally do? People will send text messages and they will have a river of cry. There's this emoji, cry me a river emoji. We must seek strategic action targeting the source of our pain, the pain that has become part of our daily living. It's time for us to choose between lamentation and strategic actions. We have come of age. We are no longer kindergartners looking for mommy to console us. We are no longer going to hide in our bedroom and under the bed to discuss what's going on. Neither are we going to send our wives out there and say, go on Niru, I know Nazo. You need to be at the forefront. We are all stakeholders. So today we are going to look at the role of celebrities in our society, how they can take practical steps towards the total emancipation of our indigenous peoples, strategic actions to stop the ongoing massacre, ethnic cleansing that is so obvious to every one of us. Are we talking about the genocide in the Middle Belt and the Southern Nigeria? We watch them talk about open grazing. What are we going to do about it? Our women are always at the receiving end, the women and the children. They are the ones that are left, even when they do have a spouse. The man is so debilitated and so captured that the woman will have to rise up for the sake of her children. Our first video will show you what our mothers are going through every day. Because when children are hungry, they go for their mother. I don't remember the last time my child or my son, especially my son, went to the dad to ask for food. Whenever there's hunger, she'll find me, call me on the phone, mommy, this food. So we are always the one suffering. We are always the one that people, the children rely on. We are always the one that not sleeping well at night because of what's going on around us. It is sad. So as a celebrity, what can you do to help our people? What role have you played to help this? Is your role all about your new butts, your new breasts, your new cars, your new houses, the place you're eating, your vacation spot, when your people are dying? What can you do to help us today? Let me pull up that video, sisters. You guys can add as I find those videos.
Thank you so much. Yes, our women are doing what they need to do. These are the daughters of Igbo nation, lamenting over the massacre of their children by Fulani killer machine. these things are going on. Now, by the way, we appreciate our people living in diaspora that sponsored this video that we're about to bring up. This is what we're saying. You must find something that you can be doing, something constructive. Not going to burn people's houses and destroying properties so that at the end of the day, we'll begin to build again. It has to be something constructive. And before you be able to be part of this constructive movement, it's important for you to understand what the movement is even all about. What is NINAS all about? What are we talking about? What are the proposals on the table? You see, there is protocol for everything, even in medicine. You don't just see somebody and just giving any drugs that comes to your mind. You will kill the patient. It's like when you want to do surgery in the hospital. The surgeon will have to have meeting with the medical team. Now, the gate man is important in the hospital, but he might not be part of it because it's not his area. Can you find the video yet?
Yeah. No, yeah, I have the video. I just can't find my share button. But keep talking. I'll see what's going on.
So Augusta, please go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for that. I had a little computer issue. Anyways, as you rightly said, we can no longer leave the work for a few people. All hands have to be on deck. And that is why we are calling the celebrities wherever you are. Use your talent. Be useful. Use your talent. I remember when South Africa was going through their issues. We even had Nigerian celebrities sing endlessly. We had the likes of Majek Fashek. He sang some of his the beautiful songs he sang in those days was all about Mandela. Free Mandela, free Mandela, free Mandela. We had the likes of Oritz Wuliki. We had the likes of Raskimono. We had the likes of so many, celebrities. They came out to see if South Africa would be free. But right now, we can't even find any of our celebrities doing the same. They sang for South Africa. South African musicians also sang for South Africa. People all over the world heard the pain of the people in South Africa. But nobody is singing for us. Everybody's playing mute. Everybody's playing safe. How can you be playing safe when your house is burning? How can you be playing safe when things are going wrong? You see it go wrong every day. And you are playing safe. You are playing safe because you don't want to be indicted. You are playing safe because you don't want to be, cornered. But somebody has to do the job. So we are using this opportunity to tell everybody, whatever talent you possess, if you know how to talk, talk, how to sing, sing, how to dance. If your dance will get us out of this mess, please do. Because all hands have to be on deck. Sister, is the video ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Chere tụdị ka m jụọ gị, kedu otu anyị ga-esi tụfuo ọtụtụ nkwa ego ndị anyị tara ahụhụ kpata na-azụrụ anụnama kwa ụbọchị? Cheta na dịka anyị na-azụrụ ma na-atakwa anụnama ndị Fulani na-achị ehi na-akpa, na anyị na-akwado ndị a na-egbu ndị ikwu na ibe anyị ma na-akwaso ndị nne na ụmụnne anyị ndị nke nwaanyị iko n'ike. Ha na-emebisiri anyị ala ubi na ihe ndị anyị kụrụ na ha na-emebikwara anyị mmiri iyi anyị ma jirikwa anyị ike chiri nama ndị a na-emetọrọ anyị omenala ịdị ọcha bụ nke eji mara anyị. Ha na-anyụgharị isi ọhịa na ụzọ ma na-amụnyere anyị ala ubi anyị ọkụ. Chai, ihe ndị a na-agbawa obi na nama ndị a na-atachapụ mkpụrụ ndị anyị nwetara ma kụọ n'ubi anyị. Nke ka njọ abụrụ na ha chọziri ka anyị kenye ha ala anyị ka ha bịa biri zụwa nama ndị a. O kwesịrị ka anyị gaa n'ihu na-ata nama ndị a ndị Fulani na-achị ehi na-akpagharị, ndị nwe ha na-aga n'ihu na-egbu ma na-emebikwa ala ubi anyị kwa ụbọchị? Mbanụ, Chukwu agaghị ekwe. Cheta na mgbe ọbụla ị zụrụ anụ nama ndị a na-achị ehi na-akpagharị na-ata, na ịzụtarala ha mgbọ egbe maka AK-47 ha ji egbu ụmụnne anyị, nke pụtara na ọ bụrụ na ha gbuchapụ anyị ha ebichizie. Ewu chimekwela o, kwụsịzie n'ịzụrụ anụ nama ndị a na-ata, ka anyị ghara ị na-enye ndị ogbughara ọbara ndị a na-achị nama ngwa ọgụ. Ka anyị kwụsịkwa ha ịkwaso ụmụ nwaanyị anyị iko n'ike. Tinye aka sonyere anyị ka anyị zọpụta ndụ anyị ma napụtakwa ala anyị. Ozi a si n'aka ndị Igbo nọ na mba ofesi.
What that video said. This is just an example of what people could do. These are Igbos living outside our land. They live in diaspora, but they made this video. We're giving an example of what you could do. The celebrities, even if you can sponsor things like this, there's a time we approached those in Nollywood to help us get a movie out to show what is going on to the world. They say we have to bring 2 million, be whatever. I don't know how much they say. In delivering you, I have to pay you for you to be delivered. I'm not living in where you are living. You are the one directly in it. But we could support you. But you want me to pay you. You can be part of mobilization where your people, your fans are being killed. You can see in that video, they show how the cows are messing up the food that people have cultivated, raping the women, killing the women. And the women are saying, are we going to continue to eat cow meat? Because each time you buy cow, you are buying bullets for the terrorists. That is the job they are doing. And they are not hiding it. They are kidnapping you. They will make you to pay ransom so that they can buy more ammunition to kill you. And you turn around and buy the cows. Does it even make sense? We're saying it's time for us to stop eating the cow meat that is providing money for terrorists to rape our children, kill our women, rape our women, kill our sons and daughters, destroy our farm produce, destroy, and even have the audacity to tell us that there's nothing we can do about it. We say it's time to stop. Zamuna, when the next video is up, because we are showing you that these Nigerian politicians, church leaders, traditional leaders, they know what the Nigerians are going through, but they chose to keep quiet, to be silent about the evil going on in the land. We are saying it's not right anymore. So this is Governor Wike giving speech on the 61 independence, whatever. The only reason we are playing it is for you to know that these people know what the issues are. Now, for them not to do or act, to do the right thing to make this stop, it's what we cannot explain. It's like, it's crazy. They all know the truth. Because sometimes in our mobilization, when we're talking to people, we say, does this person know? Did you tell this person? Did you call this person? Why will I be telling you what is all under your nose that you're seeing? You know the truth. Daughters of Truth are saying, you need to act right. You need to stand up and do the right thing. Stop lamenting. Stop telling us what we already know. Move into the era of solution. No more lamentation. Action time. What are you going to do to stop what is happening to your people? The people that voted you, the people that are your fans. What are you going to do? There's a solution on the table. Come inside and be part of it. Please go ahead, sister.
61 years old. Where is the legislator? 61 years old. Where is the legislator? The legislator that cannot think. A legislator, everything they bring is right. A legislator that cannot say that Nigeria has gotten to the edge of conducting a free and fair election. A legislator that will close the eye anytime they bring one borrow, you borrow. Legislator that want this money we are giving you to borrow, where is it? Where are you applying it? 61 years old. The President of Africa. Thanks. 61 years old, giant of Africa. The money we are saying borrow, where are you applying it? You have no Congress to ask questions. Let the Congress anything they can do. Nothing will happen. And 61 years old. So indeed, what are we celebrating about 61 years old? 61 years old, where are the courts? The courts have been intimidated. The judges have abandoned their responsibility out of fear of what will happen. Yes, intimidation. We are seeing something that's wrong because of someone in life. They abandon their responsibility. They say, oh, anything politicians want is their own. Let them do. Everybody has a responsibility to ask yourself questions. Have I done my own part? Have I, by the oath of office I took, have I done what I'm supposed to do? So it is not every 1st of October we have to have demand service, church service, thanking God that we are alive. Fine. We are thanking God we are alive. But are we really alive? In the sense of are we really alive? It's not everybody who breathes says alive. It's not true. If that is the truth of life, then I don't think that's really correct. We will come here and dance on that. Somebody will can dance here, but that is dead. The security agencies are they doing their work?
Did you pay them?
Are they not being intimidated to this? Nigeria, we are celebrating 61 years old. We cannot do the right thing. Other countries are talking about how their elections should be transparent. We are talking about how we will go to rig an election in 2023. Simple thing. Transmit a result electronically to show the transparency.
No, we're not interested in that. So I'm not, please stop. You can stop.
Yeah.
We're not interested
Lamentation.
No, so that's all they do. So we're going to show you what others are doing when they have problems. They do not sit down lamenting and telling the people what they already know. They already know it. That's why they voted you in to come in and help them to solve this problem. You are not turning around to lament the thing to them. Does it make sense? You are as helpless as the people. You are not a broadcaster telling them what they know. They already know these things. So how are you going to solve the problem? Or did we vote you to come and lament, tell us the problem that we already know? You are the chief executive officer, chief security officer, for instance, of your state. The executive of your state. And that same goes for all of you, not just him. We are just using it as an example, like we said. That all of them know the truth. They sit under the table and be saying like market women. We voted you for solution, not to be part of lamentation. We will lament. You solve the problem. But this time around, we have changed. We want to solve the problem. You are as ignorant as anything. That's why we come here every Saturday. Share this video. Like it. Send it to them. There is solution on the table. And invite them to come. The unknown gunmen, stop killing our people recklessly. That's not what we sent you to do. You know the people causing trouble. We showed you 4 groups in this place. We told the politicians that know the truth, which we have invited them. After constitutional force majeure, we invited all the elected officials in the Southern Alliance in our region. Say, come, so that we will inform you and educate you properly, so that you will know what to do next. They refused to come. On God no man, you left them. You left them. You're killing their husband. We told you that the church leaders, the top ones, Monster that will sit down and be praying and be saying, I don't even know the stupid thing he was saying. There's solution on the table. You are sitting there, kneeling down and crying. Are you all right? You are the part of the problem. You are not part of the solution. Because we have invited all of you. After continuing first major, we sent all these things to all of you top church leaders. The people that say they are leading our people. We told you this is the problem and this is how it will be solved.
Spend
hours
explaining to them.
Yes. You abandon the solution, you will kneel down lamenting and talking nonsense. You say you are a leader. Or is it Mbaka that is bringing Buhari and bringing good luck? And no, not good luck, hope. You say he wants to give hope to Imo State. Then after that, you turn around and say you did not say, my people, we have shown you people that these people are your enemies. They are not your friends. The celebrities that know that people are suffering and cannot eat, they will come during Christmas, give them 1 bag of rice and take a video and post it. While we are here trying to educate our people on what to do, they are posting and showing us their bum and their breast. You left them and you want to go and kill my people because they want to go to market and buy something to eat. Are you adding to the problem or you're adding to the solution? Where are you? We told you that there are some people that call themselves freedom fighters, but they are not freedom fighters. That they are making money from you because they will tell you sweet things, false and lies, propaganda on Facebook and YouTube, so that their likes will increase and then they will make money from you. We told you about them. Some of them, they paid money. People in diaspora paid them money. They are living in your land. Money to give you for you to do whatever you think you want to do. They refuse to give that money. They use it to buy cars, build houses. You left all these people on non-gunman. On gunman. You left all these groups of people. And you want to kill my people because they're coming out to go and buy what they will eat.
Hey.
Because they're coming out to drive keke napep because they are the hunger. Anybody that is a mother or a father knows that when hunger is catching a child, the child does not know whether you're sitting at home or you're going to market. The child will cry. You know that our people that we feed from hand to mouth, there is no government offices in our land. They did not build infrastructure for us.
None.
So our people cannot go to work and earn salary at the end of the month. They feed from hand to mouth. Every day they'll go out, they come in, that's how they eat. That's how they feed the children. You are burning them, burning their source of livelihood, and you tell me you are for my people? You tell me you are for my people's freedom? Is it not obvious? We warned you people for 2 years that you are not here for freedom. You say you're for freedom. Are you not seeing what you're doing? Are you not seeing what you're doing because you have refused to learn, to understand that this is 21st century, that what people used in 1805 is not what will work in 21st century. Say, come here and learn. You refuse to learn. You will meet your match. That's what we're telling you.
Amen.
Please go ahead.
Amen. All right. So when we talk about celebrities and what they can do, I am pulling up the video of our sister Makeba. She was bold enough. This is what she used her status as a celebrity to do for her people. Even when she was threatened, she was bold enough to take her case to the UN. You claim that you know all these people. You claim that you have all these access. You can speak to the president of Germany and speak to Jesus Christ of Nazareth, but nobody tried to speak for our people. It's either they do in a way we favor their likes, like my sister said, or they will sell more books or more movies or whatever. It's never about the unselfless act to show the love that they have for their people. So watch our sister. Maybe you can learn. That's why we said, some of you may not have understood the purpose of you being on that status. So hopefully with some of these insights, you can begin to see what you can use for your position to do. Even if it's teaching our young ones, the ones that left the hunger, holding them and carrying a placard for, what is that show they're doing on TV? The one show that you guys know, they brought that show to destroy our land.
BB Nigeria.
Yes, when you promote promiscuity, where are you going to get the money for HIV? When you have children, where are you going to get the money? Where is the food stamp that you're going to use to train them? Are we going to continue to have an abortion and throw the baby across the fence? You're watching what the Westerners, they don't even allow that kind of openness. Like, you have to subscribe to it.
You have to subscribe, like heavily subscribe.
Pay for it. And now they have made this an open this thing for you guys. You're destroying our land. Your mind is so entrenched into sexual acts. As if that have solved any problem anywhere in the world. If you don't have discipline when it comes to sexuality, you will find yourself in a pitless, bottomless pit that you can't brace your fall. You'll be like free falling.
Like, they are not trying to solve problem for you. They're trying to distract you while they do what they're doing. It's obvious. It's all distraction.
And now people are promoting it. Every time now you see a women, their breast is out, their butt is out, their nose is out. You will survive like that. Come and see the American emir. Come and see where they have landed. Open up their poo-poo. You will see all kinds of STDs in it. Now we want to be having children out of wedlock. For who? Come and look at America. All the brown boys. Anytime you're 12, they will give you a number. Your teacher gave you a number where you're in elementary school. Once they take a look, you're not hearing, guess what? They will tag you a jumpsuit, orange jumpsuit number 112. They will stop talking to you until you find yourself in that bottomless pit. And we're promoting things that will destroy our environment, when we should be speaking for our people and teaching them the right way to go. Here's the video of our sister.
Mr. Chairman and distinguished members of the committee, I would like to thank the committee from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity of addressing you on the question of South Africa, which has become a world problem and a burning question of the day, one which all people of goodwill the world over must participate in finding a solution. Mr. Chairman and distinguished members of the committee, recently I had the honor of being present at the Addis Ababa Conference of the Heads of African States, an event which made a deep impression on me and which underlined the serious and determined manner in which the African people view the problem facing them. One of these problems is undoubtedly the question of the serious situation developing in my country, South Africa. Every member of this committee knows by now what apartheid means to the Africans. I do not have to explain in detail what is going on there. The members of the committee also know that every time we tried to better the situation, the Verwoerd government went further to make South Africa a nightmare to the Africans through police brutality and government terrorism.
On good men, that's what we're
The
suffering
story
from.
of the shootings at Sharpeville is well known throughout the world. Indeed, all men and women of goodwill all over the world raised their voices in anger on that occasion, but all these protests just fell on deaf ears. Since Sharpeville, many terrible things have occurred in my country. Our political parties were declared illegal, and the leaders were forced to go underground or go into exile to continue the fight from outside and appeal for support from the world. However, since the South African freedom fighters started making representation to the United Nations for the removal of the Verwoerd government and the restoration of power to those to whom it belongs, we have received nothing more than lip service from most of the big powers of the world. We all know that if positive action were taken by these powers to assist in solving the South African problem, it could...
All right, so I will end the video there. It's just that we wanted to show. Look at our poor sister; her hands were shaking, even though she has her word written out. You can see it wasn't comfortable for her. It wasn't an easy work for her to do, but because her people are so dear in her heart, she took that risk. I bet this poor lady did not sleep the night before. This is what we call using your position to do what you can for your people. Whether it's comfortable or not, you do what you can. You bring yourself out there, you put yourself out there to show that you care for your people, because you may be sitting there showing your bum. They will come for you. Right now they're leaving you because you're on social media and doing your little thing. You have little money, you have your police escort. One day they'll even shoot you for having police escort, because that's why they shot our brother last week. So police escort won't save you. And that's why we're saying you cannot sit around when injustice is going on. You think you can protect yourself with your own. My sister will say you create your own local government and be comfortable in it. My dear, they will come for you, my dear. They will come for you. It's just a matter of time. We must do the right thing. We must be. Go ahead.
Samuna, you can see when she mentioned, it said that the government sponsored terrorism against the people.
Right.
And we keep telling our people that what is happening did not start now. People have gone through it before. We know you're angry. We know we are all crying. We are in this pain. But we want you to calm down so that we follow and get a solution, not the type of solution that will cause more trouble for us. Throwing tantrums here and there will not save us. Killing anybody that is against you, like say something, a word against what you believe in, will not help us. Will only cause more trouble for us. People that were looking for opportunity to declare state of emergency in our land, we have that opportunity to do it. You open the door. That's what we're saying. Because some people are saying, oh, it's not this one, it's this one. That's not the topic. The topic is that if you make chaos to break out in that area, if you make our land ungovernable, you are only opening door and aiding the enemy that wanted to come and swallow you before. That's what we're saying. That we cannot afford to make Southeast ungovernable. Look at what happened in Northeast and Northwest. Followed how they followed. First of all, they brought Boko Haram and made it political. These people are poor people, miscreants. They equip them. Who is buying ammunition for hungry man? That means some people are sponsoring them. So we know that already. They opened the door. When they were doing that initially, the people were hailing them and saying, yes, yes, yes. Just the same way our people are hailing the Ongongo man. It's the same way. The people have a problem. They will create the problem on the ground. There will be crisis. Then they will come that they want to solve it. That is not true. It's a lie. But you know what? You open the door to them. And we keep telling you that even when we say, don't do this, we are not saying that means we want to be part of Nigerian politics. It's not, it's not the same thing. So you can listen to what our sister was saying. He said that their politicians were also being attacked in South Africa. That when they speak, they will attack them. Some of them will have to run out. But when they run out, they don't now forget the people. They continue the struggle from outside where they chased them. Some of them got asylum and continued the fight. They did not abandon the struggle and started playing politics of the enemy. Like some people are advising us. Hey, they will never agree. Let's go and play their politics. So, play what politics? What do you know that you're playing? They did not give up. They continued to push until the expected results came. Look at Miriam Makeba. She was so young here. But you know, freedom did not come until 20-something years. See where she started. She continued to sing, continued to push until 1990. This thing was 1963. She was so young. That freedom came when she was almost like a woman. But she did not give up. She continued to push. We had likes of Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Like Majef Fashek, like my sister said. They continued. You don't give up. You don't stop. You don't say, oh, they seized my account. I need to... Go underneath. Go outside the country and contact other celebrities that are outside.
You can sponsor people without other people knowing. You can go underground and sponsor others.
Exactly. You just be creative. Use your brain to understand what we're trying to tell you to do. Because if you don't do that, you see, we are the umpires. If you do not do that, this is what we're calling politicians, leaders. If you don't do that, the hungry boys that are called on Gun Man, they don't know who is tall, who is short. They're hungry. And they have armed them. Our enemies have armed the hungry boys. You know what? They will kill without looking back. And anybody.
They don't know what is coming. Though. This is the scary part. They have no idea what is coming to their direction. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
So as we talk about what celebrities can do, recently we saw our brothers and sisters from Haiti here at the American border, and they were treated differently than other people that we have seen at that border forever. We've been living in Texas forever and a day. They were definitely treated differently, even though they came in thousands. But our thing is that if the other group can get grace and mercy, why are my brothers and sisters being chased around on a horse and all kinds of stuff? Guess what? They have a sister that is also a celebrity, and she spoke on it, tweeted on it, cried about it. Within 24 hours, all of a sudden, the rule that was made to send these people back to their country was changed overnight. That is the power of using your status to do what you can do. She contacted her senators. She did what she could. She brought it out to the table. You don't get the presence of German. Who is she, by the way? She that woman, that German president.
Is that Angela?
Yes. So you don't get the presence of her, and people are talking. They try you a little bit from the other side. Nobody knows what you're talking about. We're talking about this sister.
You don't get opportunity to speak with Angela Merkel, and the only thing you could talk about is that Germany was supposed to bring lights to America.
My sister, that's unbelievable.
You had an opportunity to tell that woman that why my people are dying.
Hey,
and you couldn't say that. What you are saying is that lights did not. They were supposed to generate.
You are supposed to bring lights. You didn't bring light. Give us water. On the Germany, you need light.
On the Germany,
is in trouble.
The woman was in there.
I'm telling you guys that because of education and English speaking does not equal to common sense. Some people will call me after the show. It does not, please. That's why a Chinese person can speak Chinese and still go to the moon. The use of English language, I will say it again, so the use of English language does not equate to wisdom. It does not equate to knowledge. It's just a language, y'all. It does not solve mathematics. You may know how to use their words and make it sound like salad. That does not mean that you have common sense. You may use it to go and visit Angela Merkel or whatever. Use it to visit all over the world. It does not equal to common sense. My mother with a second elementary school education could have made a better choice.
I was embarrassed on her behalf. I'm like, are you all right? Hey, please come here and learn what you should be saying. This is what we're telling you. Watch our videos so that if you have opportunity, you say the right thing. Don't go and ask the man that is in her house to give you light and water.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
When you don't know the issues on ground, like burning issues, so that you'll be intelligent enough to discuss and present your matter to the world leaders. You start asking him for popcorn and granuts.
My dear, if only she even watched this video of Makeba. Even if her hands are shaking and she can speak for her people, we're telling you guys, who else was like these people that will lead you to your death? They will watch you go under a bottomless pit, speaking English, and nobody will be there to brace you. You will find out that English will not save you. After all, we spoke English, even in our land. People are in Onitsha teaching their children to speak English. They don't speak Igbo anymore. Have that stopped Britain from helping? I mean, is anybody helping us for speaking English? Our people even went for and changed their name. If your name is Chidi, you add a T between it, so it will sound like
becomes
cheating.
cheat.
We have done it all. We even took over their church and became their priest. As I'm telling you here in Texas now, all the Catholic priests not here are from Igbo land. Every time I see any of my patients, when they see my last name, they will say, "Oh, our priest has a similar name. Ijo Ebono, ya already made forest somewhere." Nimo here in Texas. There are people like, we have done it all. So forgot about our language. I can't even speak Igbo fluently anymore. Destroyed who we are. For British people and Westerners to accept us, at the end of the day, you're still a monkey. They even feel like you have been captured. For the fact you left your own culture and embraced their own in totality means that they have captured you and put you where you belong. And where do we belong? We belong in a place that a Fulani man now will not take us over and nobody is there to speak. And we are parading with our PhDs and making noise. Watch my sister and see how she spoke for her people. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get it to start all over. I don't know. Okay.
You can sell things, your talents, theories, motivation,
Oh my goodness, I am sorry, guys. What happened?
and even the sound of your own voice.
All right, so we will post this video in its entirety. This is our sister. This is what we meant. She recognized those people as her people. She didn't exclude herself because now her butt is bigger and her breast is bigger and her color has changed. She did not do any of that. She said, my people, this is what's happening. I'm telling you, as soon as that show aired, this show that is, they have millions of followers. As soon as it aired, before you knew it, I went to work. I came back. They said, "Oh, they have processed the 15,000 people."
I'm telling you,
at the border. That is the power of speaking for your people. You don't go. They didn't see her say they needed water, and somebody paid for electricity, and the electricity disappeared, as if electricity will remove them from the border. We are talking about our dear lives. You see people being killed and massacred. You had the opportunity to speak for your people. You hide, or you change the topic. Or are we talking about the ones that carry out Kwisi? People will say, oh, they went to Harvard, they went to here, they are well known. And they are in all these positions doing nothing for our people. And my people are still promoting them because they have an Igbo name. Are you guys kidding me? Are you guys all right? When are they going to stop using us? When is our mumu going to be done? Getting by Gakusi mumu and stop following people speaking English. Go and find a woman in the village that speaks Igbo fluently and learn. Learn from her. These English-speaking animals will never speak for you. It's all about me, myself, and I. Can we receive that?
Sister Muna, see how informed this lady is about the suffering of her people. She did not mince words. She followed it line by line and said everything. And policy changed because of her. The policy for her people instantly. What they said, what are we going to do? We don't know how to do it. Immediately changed. Because she understood what the issue was and knew how to put it out to the powers that be. Then my own sister had opportunity to do this type of thing for my people. He said, saying, no, why there's no water, why there's no light. We said we are bringing light for us. He didn't bring light. My dear, I was embarrassed on her behalf.
My dear, it's typical. Why are you embarrassed? Isn't that what all of them? Good na Bongozi Uwenja, whatever her name is. Isn't she there?
That one tie a scarf like as if she's carrying a snake on her head, called scarf.
Okay. Oh, it's typical of all of them. And that's why we are calling you guys. Maybe we'll say we'll forgive because maybe you don't know what you're supposed to do. And we're telling you now, this is how it's done. Yes. You saw the song, We Are the World, that Michael Jackson and Co. came together to sing to save other people that are suffering. That is your role. Your role is not to go there and collect $20 million, pay for the apartment for your children, pay for 4-year degrees for your children, have your children in America, and then Christmas, you give people rice back home, and they will say, oh, he's a nice man or woman. I see that is the issue that we have. Why are we doing things in fragments? You know, because in the bar, you will see them, they are able to do, they have the money to help. They will pay somebody, Mama Chukwuka's school fees, help this one. People will be going around, they are nice people. They are not nice people. If they are nice people, they will get together and will solve this problem once and for all. All they're doing is buying their conscience to make their conscience feel good by giving Mama Chukwuma a rice. If they really want to help, there is a solution on the table. They should seek for that solution. They should go for it. That's the kind of help we are looking for. We are not looking for groundnut oil help. We are not looking for diesel oil help. We are not looking at what school fees this semester. Mama Nkechi will come to cry for you next semester to pay the next school fees. Stop lying to yourselves. Sisters, please go ahead. I'll find the next video.
It's so terrible because there's so much they can do. Hashtag. How about your Twitter handles? That millions of people are following you. Your Instagram that you're showing your breasts and your butts. How about using it to tell people what is going on? Why people are being massacred in southern Kaduna? Why 31 will die in one day? Our brother wrote some things. He said, let the celebrities do this. He said, join forces together and write United Nations asking for referendum. You see, if they don't have information, they won't know what to ask for. Okay, so he said they can start having public discussion with Ninas and asking Ninas questions to get answers that everyone online and other ways, you know, and answers. Then number 3, they could travel and can visit UN and US on behalf of the indigenous peoples of the new southern Nigeria, South, Lower Niger block, Middle block, Odua block, Midwest, Middle belt. Everyone, you can come together. You can do hashtag both for local and international politicians. When you write whatever, you put their names, they all follow you. They are all with you. They sleep with you. They do everything with you, eat with you, dine with you. So why would you use the opportunity? I even heard that during South Africa, one of the musicians was dating Obasanjo. She dated Obasanjo.
I think is it Miriam Makeba or Brenda Fassie, one of them?
Yes, and he was not dating Obasanjo.
Obasanjo to talk about South Africa then.
So they did everything that they needed to do. They did it. Did they get the solution? Yes, they did. You could hold press conferences to alert international media. They don't want to talk about what is happening. You could make them to do it. They're the ones transmitting your music and your movies and everything. You go to Netflix, you acting movie, doing all that. There's so much you can do. You can meet them and speak out against the killing of our people. You can even hide behind your friends abroad. You can call them and explain everything to them and say they should speak on your behalf.
You think you can get one of the top celebrities to talk about your people?
Yes.
That one is done. It is done everywhere.
Everywhere. Go ahead, please, Ms. Augusta.
Yeah, it's quite emotional. It's quite painful because these things are done everywhere. You solicit the help of people that would get your own people to be noticed. Like Radley said, this lady that came out about our Asian people being beaten. I mean, look at how the Texan border, Jesus Christ, I'm Texas, redneck. See how they were treating fellow human beings, people that are in distress. I'm sure if they were lighter skin, of course, if they want to protect their border, but it would have been a different kind of arrangement. Beating them like that on a horse sweep, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that.
But they don't see you as a human being, and that's what we keep telling you. You can speak all the English you want, you can write all the books you want, you can be the head of whatever you want. At the end of the day, when you come in, all they see is a giant, ugly monkey or chimp coming in. Are we going to continue to allow this? When God allow us to be in a certain position, if you don't know what to do, can you consult your brothers and sisters for guidance? Can we make use of the opportunity?
Sister Mona, unfortunately, not that they don't know what to do. Not that they have, I mean, don't they read history? Is she not a literature student? or history student, so she knows this
She
thing.
uses it to write books so that she become number one writer.
She knows about all these things. So she knows about all the stories. She knows about stories in all the novels she writes is as a result of her research. She researched these things. She knows all these probably past president of several countries. So, and she knew how democracy probably emanated from such countries. You cannot tell me that you're not aware of what is going on. You cannot tell me that you can't see it. You cannot tell me that you have not been affected. You have been affected. You see these gunmen or unmanned gunmen that are going up and down. I'm sure they probably did not know that is Akmieli that they killed. They just saw one big man with, maybe he had patrol, he had army in front, army at the back, that was being driven in a convoy. That was how they bounced upon him. Probably if they had known he was the one, they would have retraced their steps. So what we are saying is that it can come, they will come for you later, and they won't even know if you are celebrity or not. Start using your voices. Chimamanda, you had that opportunity. You had that opportunity. You actually made a movie about Biafra. So what are we talking about? You actually made a movie about Biafra. You actually wrote a story about Biafra. Half of a Yellow Song. That was your story. How can you not tell me that you
don't misconstrue money making and speaking for your people?
That you don't that opportunity that was presented when you saw a fellow woman or Andrew Makal or whatever her name is, you cannot tell her to her face that, hey, are you guys deaf or dumb? The level that Chimamanda is right now is not a level that anybody can play with. So you know the kind of level you are. So why are you messing with that opportunity?
Asking Germany why they didn't bring water, as if it's Nigeria that gives life.
Nigeria that gives them.
Does it make sense to you that is another government that will come and give you water?
The German woman who said that she didn't even know how.
Yes, so it's like, what are you talking about?
The story didn't even make sense to the woman.
It doesn't make sense to the woman. It makes sense to the woman.
It makes sense to her.
No, sisters, we should be glad. This is another.
It didn't make sense to her.
For people to understand that English speaking and ability to use the English language does not equal to common sense. And I keep saying it.
The German woman is learning it in her German language.
It's all about. I don't care how many, whatever they have, they are all for themselves. If you begin to listen to what your mother told you as a child in your language, you will find out that it makes so much sense. Let's stop allowing these people to deceive us. You can speak all the English you want, they will still treat you like an animal. Why don't you know American ask English? Why are they all locked up in the prison?
Exactly.
Why? Because at the end of the day, you are just another brand
a monkey
to them. A monkey.
You see what they did to the one that got to marry to Henry or be whatever in Britain. By the time she gave birth to her child, they say it's monkey that she gave birth to. They smoked her out of London. Continue to do her until she ran away back to her where she came from. What do you want to do? Imagine if all these our celebrities started holding our government accountable from beginning.
My dear, how can they hold them accountable? How can they behave with them with their big new transplant bots? How can they? Right? You're compromised. You can't tell me what to do. You came here to sleep with me so you can get your money in your Ghana.
Sister Muna, Sister Ekwe, even if you are compromised, even if you slept with all of them, you can still
use it.
You can still talk. Yes, I did. Not bloody what?
You can still use it.
Even if you give it to what is that? That is not.
Give an example about Mary McKeven that was going.
That was sleeping with all of them
to do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Are you all right?
What can I share it? What is that?
Who you're sleeping with? Do the right thing for my people. That's what I'm asking you. But you need to be informed. You need to know the truth. That's why you say, come, can I teach you? Come, let's teach you. Because we don't want you speaking with both sides of your mouth. Today is this, tomorrow is this. Or you guys start promoting people that are carrying propaganda on Facebook. So you want to talk about freedom of my people, all you can see is to promote people that are killing my people because you have refused to listen to the truth. Let's explain the things to you so that you understand it. This thing is not complicated. It's not about spreading lies and propaganda. That is not what will save the people. There is a protocol. We don't want you to speculate. You don't stop speculating now. Or speaking with double mouth. A little for the government, a little for the people. We don't want that. We want you to be well informed. Please call us, call Daughters of Truth. We will explain to you what the issues are and then what the solution is. When you are well informed, this thing is not difficult. It's so simple and straightforward. But that you're not understanding this thing, it's making me even judge about that school that you went to, whether you actually or you stole somebody's certificate. I don't know, because this thing is simple. It's very simple to understand. Now, we want to, again, after we have finished talking to the celebrities and all the people that ought to help, let's tell you what the issues are in simple language. That's in a way you understand it, because that's the way forward. This video, we want you to watch it. As old as this video is, you see it's black and white. This is Honorable Azikiwe, because we know people have been carrying lies and propaganda. They didn't say this, they didn't do this. There's a record of what they did and what they didn't do, where they stopped, and they expected us to continue from where they stopped, but we failed. The people that took over from these people failed to continue the discussion. And this is one of the evidence. The other documents that are there that you should know. Sister Muna, are you set with it?
Yes.
So listen to Azikiwe speak. We'll come in again.
To get Her Majesty's government to agree to April 2nd, 1960 as the target date for Nigeria's independence. Independence for Nigeria in 1960 is imperative. But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the counsel of despair, which says that we cannot hear.
Okay, I think I played
Yes,
the
sorry,
wrong...
please. That's our Awolowo. Sorry.
Yes, I played the wrong video.
Yes. No. I think that's it. But just it was Awolowo speaking, not Azikiwe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please continue.
This conference,
yeah, please
agree on a constitution. If there's any doubt among us as to what should be written into the constitution,
the people that came to
let us,
destabilize,
as Democrats that we profess ourselves to be, refer such problems as the goal has.
Yeah,
okay.
You can hear. Okay, are you done playing?
Yes.
You can hear what Sir Awolowo said there. He said the peoples, he said the peoples of Nigeria must be guaranteed their freedom. So it's not today that when you hear us talking about peoples of Nigeria, it's not a new term. That was how this story was started. That was the agreement from the beginning. That's what it was supposed to be. But he feared one thing. Awolowo feared one thing. He said he was afraid that independence might be granted to Nigeria, but not to Nigerians.
Right.
That Nigerians might not be free. And that means that there's unfinished business. And that unfinished business consumed the Federation of Nigeria within 6 years of birth or the purported independence that they granted. Like Mrs. Amuna said, you saw on your channel, all those white people, white vultures, listening to what he was saying and thinking in their mind what they would do to destabilize everything.
I know, like, yeah, right.
The indigenous ethnic nationalities under LNC NINAS, they are being guided by LNC NINAS, are now set to finish up that business of true independence and freedom for the peoples of Nigeria. It is now time to complete that decolonization that our fathers started. Because that's what they wanted. They didn't just wake up and say, oh, no, from 1951, they began negotiation and talking. For people that are saying, oh, LNC, you spent 20 years, what have you done? It's because your brain is not correct. And we come here every day to teach you that these things are not discussed under 1 hour. You sit down because it's in phases. There are protocols and dialogue and everything. For independence that took place in 1960, my people, our forefathers, started 1950-51 to discuss it. Started going to London. This is what we need to do. We need to hand over this thing in phases. By 1957, West went with their own, wrote their constitution. 1959, that's when the North came with their own. But each block, each region brought their own constitution, which is the same thing that we are repeating under NINAS. We told you that 2015, they had solemn assembly at Port Harcourt. It's a process. And then 2017, another solemn assembly in Southwest Ibadan. 2018, solemn assembly, Middle Belt, Makurdi. You must do all that. Now they did all that and came together. This is how our fathers did it before this Nigeria that you're hearing. Unfortunately, they killed Nigeria 1966. Within 6 years of bringing Nigeria, they destroyed it. But we are saying, for those that are saying, let's go back to 1966. There's no 1966 to go back to. It has been destroyed. Events have overtaken it. But we are following the protocol to get what we need to. That freedom, we are following it. And for those in the North, because we keep telling you people, you introduce Sharia in the North. You are agreed. You were not drunk when you were introducing it. Your eyes were kuro. You sat down and did it in the 12th state, introduced Sharia. You knew that Nigeria was secular, but in your clear eye, you introduced and passed the law of Sharia. The same way we want to introduce anti-open grazing bill in all the South with our clear eye. That is our self-determination. And you have no right to tell us we will not implement it. You don't have that right. Your right, the Northern elites or Northern Fulani Caliphate, your right only stops in your region. Can somebody help me tell them? Your right only stops in your block. Our right is not on our land. We will decide the bills we will pass. And we have told our governors that the constitutional force majeure has given you the authority to pass the bill and the laws that will protect our people. That is why we voted you. And you will do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, the hungry boys.
I'm gone no men or men go no.
We are umpires, so we are individual, we are help, we are peacekeepers. We are coming to keep peace. But we cannot vouch for the hungry boys. That's why you must stand up and do the right thing now. Because the hungry boys are already in the neighborhood. And I don't know who armed them. You must do the right thing. We are not telling you to go into 2023 election. We are not asking you whether you want to transmit it electronically or you want to transmit it under the water. That's not what we're saying. We're saying there is a dispute. There's a land dispute. And we need to resolve it before we can talk of any election with Fulani Caliphate. Because our lives are in danger. Our lands and resources are being taken. Sorry, Sister Mona, go ahead with your video.
My dear, that needed to be said. So, all right. So this is Selina's video. Nigeria is Bleeding Part 1. You can watch this video in its entirety on the LNC website.
Nigeria, as defined by the 1999 Constitution, has become a criminal enterprise. They've seized everything. They now want to kill off those who will challenge them tomorrow. That's what's going on now. And it's being done in the name of the federal government of Nigeria. Anybody who wants to get away from this enslavement imposed by this constitution must now join those who say that constitution must go down.
It's a no-brainer. You know the right thing to do. You just have to do it. Our sister said maybe we need to educate them instead of condemning them, my dear. I don't even know if you can point finger at us at this point in time. So what you're saying that people are so blind.
Educating them, and 100 videos to show for it.
Yes.
Calling, making private calls.
Making private calls,
happening in your
speaking
face.
to them personally and all that.
Then your buleke is too much. You should step out of our way. You should step out of our way.
So,
and go ahead, please.
No, it's sad though. It's sad. It goes back to what we.
Hey, our brother Daniel Usoro, the consistency of Ninas and other like-minded group will always give us hope. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about, because it's a plan. There's a strategy, there's a blueprint. And where you have a blueprint, you have to go through the steps. So that's why we are telling everybody that cares to listen. There's a blueprint. It's not waiting on Eloha to tell you what to do. There's a blueprint. Step by step. So there's step by step about what to do. After this point, you go to the next point, to the next point, to the next point. So there's a blueprint for those that are very, very anxious. And it's not about making noise. It's about doing the tactical things that make sense, things that are written in that book. Because remember, even in computer, you know how they have algorithm? They'll ask you if this is yes, press yes. If this is no, that is how it is. You understand? And you can't go past that until you press that yes. You can't go to the next point. So that is how it is. There's a blueprint for this. We just want people to pay attention. For those celebrities or those people, I'm not even talking about celebrities alone. There are politicians that at the back of their minds, they know this. They know the truth. And probably they are afraid that if I come out, they will seize my property. They will do this. They will do that. How much can you eat in a day?
Now, without them, don't come out. Come and work with us under the table.
How much can you eat in a day? So if you're so afraid that you don't want to come out, you don't want them to hear your name, can you just come to Nina's on the underground level and you say, you know what? I am giving you people 100% of my support to move this thing forward. Then you can do your own part. You don't have to make noise about it. Fulani, they don't make noise when they want to do anything. They just come out before you know it has landed.
Yep.
When they were coming with this Sharia, they told Obasanjo was saying, oh, don't worry, it's going to fizzle out. Duh, Sharia came and nothing happened. And we are telling the governors now that are promoting this and non-grazing, whatever, stick to your guns. It's high time you did that. Even you are doing it very late, in my own opinion. Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. Let's get this thing done. We cannot continue like this.
But we don't have choice. We already have our boys that are hungry now. If they don't stick to their gun, they will be gone.
The gunmen. Sometimes you don't even know to pro. Is it on gunmen or on gun?
I never call it on gun no man.
On gun.
Whatever it is.
They will come after you. On gunmen, no, did not.
Unknown gunmen. I'm just playing around.
I know. Everybody's having fun with that name.
Yeah.
Because when they come, hey, they don't want to know who is who. So it's that time we did the right thing.
And we are not even.
This now we're having colors.
Yeah, please go ahead. We don't owe apologies to this foul-mouthed caliphate or ignorant northern elders or even southern criminal politicians in what we want to do. We are following the process because we are being killed. So it's our own responsibility to stop the killing. They posted their own children abroad, so they are not dying. But our children are the ones dying. And they have been waiting for them for the longest time to change these things. And they refuse to change them. Rather, they'll be playing around. So it's hot. People would say it don't red. It don't red. Because if people made our governors to become toothless bulldogs, imagine begging illiterates from the north to allow them to enforce open grazing bills. And those ones are speaking English, like people that will not, it's unbelievable. Right in our before. As if cow is the only business in this world. And I even given instruction that if you say we are not doing it, you should open ranch. You should build ranch.
You should build ranch.
Because you must train cows.
You must train cows.
So your people cannot go to university and learn engineering. Your children cannot go to school and become nurses or doctors. They must be inside the forest drinking the urine of cows. Is that what you're telling us?
That we should give them land. No, these people have agenda. You know, the land is not for the cow, for you all to understand. No. They have an agenda. So they said, oh, if you don't want the cows to roam around the street, build them a ranch. And probably they'll be paying you monthly and all that. Duh. Who told you we even needed that cow? At this 21st century, we are still talking about cow. Buhari is still talking about cow. I mean, does it make sense? When Kigame is talking about how to get to the moon, you are talking about cow. This 21st century. And the Northern guy, the Northern Coalition, whatever they call, that guy is from Mauritania. He's from Mauritius, I think. He's not even an indigenous person.
But most of them are not. They're not now.
Majority of them are not
indigenous now. They're not. They came to conquer us. And that's what we're telling them, that cow is not haram. We saw cow haram. We are not eating cow again. We don't want to eat again. We want to eat chicken.
I know how that do yourself. And yes. Apart from that, it has a lot of by the time you eat it, you have so much in your system, you start having all kinds of diseases. So what's the point of it?
So what to
digest? It does not digest fast like every other thing. So what's the point of it?
We don't want cow anymore. We don't want
which cow? The one that they're sleeping with.
Exactly.
Releasing sperm into. My dear, forget about that. All right, so we are taking phone calls. I've listed our phone number back up again, as well as the StreamYard link. So you can click on that stream. Oh yeah, join was spelled wrong. Anyway, you can click on that link if you want to jump in and make a contribution, or you can call our number +1 774 338 0942. That's the number to reach us. If not, we will call it a day. Yeah, so the number is on the screen once again. If you know anyone that is a celebrity in our land, we don't care what level they are on, whether they are controlling our people through their local meetings or their village meetings or their church meetings or whatever, they need to come on board and start asking the right question. It's the height of irresponsibility for us to pretend like we don't know what is going on, for us to think that lamentation is going to do it, or for us to wake up one day, got one mad ass feet and be walking on the street and people are using our camera following us. You know?
As if we don't have sense.
Yeah, like a masquerade, right? People are dying. You want to play masquerade with a Biafran t-shirt, really? Yes. You know. So we want to do what works. And thank God, with Ninas, we have a strategy that we can use to extricate ourselves from that union of death called Nigeria. For those of you celebrating this country, may you and your family be like Nigeria. May you and your children be like Nigeria. May everything around you, whether you're hiding in diaspora, you're hiding under the bridge, whatever, and you're celebrating Nigeria, may everything about you be like Nigeria.
He said,
all right, so the number is there for you to call in or chime in or whatever. If not, we'll call it a day. We are asking you guys to do what you need to do. We have a brother. Hi, Daniel. We can hear you. Your volume is
long time, Daniel. How are you?
Yes, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, good evening to our mothers in the
Good evening.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Yeah, if
Fine.
there's
Good evening. I greet each and every one of us wherever we are this evening. I greet the Nina's.
they won't let him talk. Daniel, try calling on WhatsApp. This video is not doing a good job. Call on the WhatsApp. Maybe that will do us some good. You're going in and out. Okay. That number listed on the screen, you can call it as the WhatsApp or as a regular number.
Sure.
Yeah, you see, that's the country that you belong to, the one that is celebrating 61 years of bullshit.
Since you are a cow.
Bull cow.
You are giving it.
Yeah.
Okay, how about?
So can you imagine, you know?
When we should be talking about how to build schools, hospitals, roads, we are discussing cows for years. Do you know how many years we have spent discussing cow? It became worse when Buhari came in. For 8 years, it's cow we are discussing as if that's the only business that needs to be done. And some people think it's all right for us to actually sit down and discussing the welfare of cow.
Right. Daniel, we can hear you. Hello? We still can't hear you. I know you're still on. Try to call in. Are we frozen?
Audio. Call in audio.
Okay. I'm confused. Are we frozen?
Oh. No, I think it's the same.
Everything that you are doing for us.
Call on WhatsApp, please. Call on WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp call. Because this
okay, we have a caller. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Obi.
Mazindewo.
Hey, Mazindewo, my own brother.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
That's basically why I called, to tell you guys that I'm enjoying the program.
Hold on, okay.
Time does not permit me to call through the video because of where I am right now. But just to let you guys know that I love you all because you guys are true daughters of Zion. You are doing a great job, and I love the analysis. All the things, the videos you have played, directing our people to see the light. I mean, what else can I add to what you already presented this morning? Starting from Winky, who is always yelling. I had to be telling him to stop crying because he's there to solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what it should be. It's not coming to tell the people, oh, there's a problem right here. And then he changes his voice like, I'm having a problem. Honestly speaking, he turns me up with that voice. I mean, you know there's a problem. There was an interview yesterday when he was clearly telling the young lady who was interviewing him that the federal government is compromised with the security of the state. That they are sabotaging the security of the people. So if you know all this, what are you waiting for? What is the issue of talking about Nigeria?
Oh, dear.
They have refused to do the right thing. And this is exactly what they're doing all over, across our land, everywhere. They will tell you that there's a problem. They are not solving the problem. They are not helping people to solve the problem. But they are rather telling the people, oh, look at why I'm not doing what I'm doing. And then you begin to ask, why did you take up that position? Because, the best thing for a noble man or woman to do is to resign.
Hello.
To do it here.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot do that job, if you think you cannot do that job, if you think what you sign up is what you're not seeing, then you resign. Then people will understand that you did your best. Now sitting out there collecting money, suffering people, and then coming to jail on top of that.
Backing like a dog, like you said.
You know, like to show that
Like Chihuahua.
you have the interest of the people at heart. I mean, this deception should stop. Okay? And look at those, you know, whenever something happens, he comes out with a walking stick. A man not the disabled.
He might be. He's a wheelchair.
Maybe physically disabled. That's why a young man like him is walking around with a big old walking stick. I don't know what they think they're doing.
My dear, you don't know, after using cocaine, man, you have small vessel disease in your brain. So I won't be surprised, you know, if you have to use a cane to make it.
It could be. It could be. And then look at this, the noble man, they just out of drama wasted his life. Okay? So now he's offering a 20 million bounty for somebody that was catch. And we already know these people. Recall, Obiana was the mastermind of Paul massacre at a point in time. And then what did he do to compensate for that massacre?
I know.
He gave two people Laredo jeeps to compensate. He pacified them with money. He gave a little about crime money to cover up that crime. Okay, so many things going on. But anyway, I didn't call this morning to pick up the line. I just want to commend you guys for what you're doing. You guys are doing a lot of work, and I hope that people, and I've been saying it, people should listen to you. This is not drama. This is not coming out to the Facebook to show yourself. Okay, just like you guys narrated about how the so-called Nollywood, whatever they are showing off themselves and everything. Okay, look at Chimamanda, whatever they call her, going to Germany to do all these things. These are people that have gone through the suffering.
Oh, dear.
That she said, enough of this. Enough of this. They are all over parading themselves, sitting in the high places with the people that are killing their people.
Hello.
They're not saying anything.
I know.
Okay? They're not saying anything. I was so emotional when you guys have played that video of that young, beautiful woman who stood up to speak for the Asian people. You know, the Asians. I have a special, place in my heart for them because of what they do to our people. We are all brothers and sisters. And see what a sister can do.
Right.
It's nothing else. Although if you wear a costume and get it now, we will be that. It's not. It is real.
Misguided people.
Okay? You see that? I thought our people will learn. I was just watching a video yesterday. I think it was in Houston. These people, I don't know where they gathered. It's because, these are people who will stand up here and approach the government of the United States. If really we feel the pain of the suffering of our people. Because we are here in this land, all they are doing is dressing up and having different kinds of parties.
My brother, they have been captured emotionally. They are all captured. Hanile Wucha, Hano in captivity, one form of captivity or other. So the only outlet for them is to go there and pretend as if everything is well. If you approach them one-on-one, you will see that they are defeated. Totally defeated. Empty. It's sad.
So my sister, let me give way because I know that Daniel is trying to call in. I just want to say all of you, Augusta, God in heaven will answer our prayers.
Amen.
Amen.
One of these days. Thank you very much. Let me stand by and I'm watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, brother.
You know, the funny thing about all of this is that we are born for this. You know, whether devil likes it or not. Okay, bro, these nice things that Americans are enjoying, even in the midst of their wickedness in America, I don't even think our people have done 1/10, 1 million of Indian and they are succeeding. The
Of
same
course.
God that is in heaven that
Yeah.
allow me to flourish should allow our people to flourish.
Of
And that
course.
is our
He
goal.
said,
Of course.
You
We
know.
want to thank this our sister in Inioluwa Ajayi. She said most of our celebrities are cowards, even those in military and police. All of them are cowards, but we want to tell them that no matter how fearful you are, it's all about it's all about what you want to be remembered for. Eventually, as a celebrity, it's all about what you want to be remembered
legacy.
for.
Legacy.
Your legacy, yeah. I was trying to. I wanted to say it's all about your legend. So it's all about what you want to be remembered for, about your legacy. So even if you're afraid or you are fearful, if you have a way to get the story out there, that lady that spoke for our ATN people, she spoke from the heart, and people saw it. She spoke from the heart. This was not something that she
always see sincerity. People will read it
from the heart.
So when you go and you want to dress up and do that, people will know that you are lying. And that's the funny thing. Because people are hearing what is going on.
Sisters, we have a caller. We have a caller from Nigeria, so we don't burn his data. Okay, Daniel, go ahead, my brother.
Yes, good evening. Once again, I was trying to connect our very network issue, but I think it's better now. Yeah. I want to really thank everyone in the show this evening and the viewers for consistency and to serve our fatherland, to be of service to our people over here. It's really not been an easy one. Gory stories, every day things keep on getting worse and worse over here. We've lived the lives of our people unnecessarily. You know, many a times people are expected to die out of natural disaster, maybe climate or sickness or so, but the rate of people who are dying in our land today is self-inflicted. Rather than sickness killing people, malaria killing people, even COVID-19 killing people, that is not the case here. We find ourselves where humans are harming each other, the fighting. Our lands have been desecrated. Life is no longer sacred. And these are things which ought not to be, but because of the carelessness over the years. It's good that some people have come to self-realization. We talk about the political decisions that have been taken by our political leaders today. The issue of the issue of grazing routes, the issue of ranching, the issue of cattle headers, incurring into other people's properties, causing harm, and all of that. We've seen the southern governors making laws that are restricting these headers from grazing openly. But that is not helping. That has not stopped the death from our land. That has not stopped the killing that is ongoing. Even to the extent of our lands being, our farmlands being invaded, it has not stopped it. If you come to a place like maybe Akwa Ibom, or you go to rivers, you go to most of these states that have the anti-grazing laws, you still find out that cattle are still roaming up and down. And the problem is not in the enactment of the law. This is what we have been telling our governors all this while. That you vow to protect the people. Over 5 million people voted for you. You carry the mandate of 5 million people. It is something that is good enough for you to stand up to defend them and to do everything possible to make sure lives are being safeguarded. Look at what is happening in Southeast today, how people die on a daily basis, the crisis that had come and how it is even going to get worse because of the inactions of political leaders, people who carry the mandate of the people. Now, you find out that the constitution has been the problem. Ninas had been talking about, the 90 days force majeure where we were writing, or Ninas was writing to governors, trying to explain to them that how this constitution is faulty, how amendment of this constitution is not the way out. Now, you find the politicians have come out, they have enacted a bill Okay, you enact the bill and you lack the resources to enforce this law that you have enacted. Of what use is it? You rely on the constitution, which you were telling people that, look, all we need is to do check and balance in this constitution. All we need to do is to add Maggi, remove salt, check the level of salt in the constitution, check the level of Maggi, the ingredients in the constitution, and see how we can fine-tune it. But now we've come to the stage where people have died as a result of these people with nefarious agendas, these people with agendas to take over land, these people who are trying to make Nigeria a settlement for them in the whole of West Africa, who are not interested in peace, people who are not interested in peace, and the security forces today are handicapped. Because there is no political will from the center, there is no political will from Abuja to make sure that things are done rightly. So the same constitution that we are relying on has failed us. The same constitution the governor will want to give the people hope. The constitution the governor will want to tell us that we should hold on to, we should count as a book that is reliable, as a book that can ensure our protection, is no longer working. But we thank God for the good of all of these things, how the way things are happening, even if there are going to be damage, even if there are going to be their consequences, because it will bring each and every one of us to the realization of the true intent and the true mind of those that have come to steal from us. There are people that whatever we are doing today, wherever we are, people will come to educate us, people will come to sensitize us, materials were shared, booklets were shared. It is not because people never knew what to do with their money. It is not because organizations like Nina's don't know what to do with their money, or they are very satisfied, they are problem-free, that they don't know what to do. But in order to sensitize our people, but so many people fail to see the truth in that is being shared, the truth that is being spoken. Every Saturday, this information is available for the public to consume. This information comes out to warn our people of the danger ahead. I remember how we were canvassing for this constitutional shutdown, for there to be a real negotiation of we continuing as a people. But many people felt that it was unnecessary. Many people felt that they don't have what it takes. Even the citizens felt that they were handicapped to take such moves. So if you said you are handicapped to stand up, if you said you are handicapped to make a decision on what is going to be of benefit to your generation, what is going to be of benefit to your life, then you will wait for the enemy to come and have decision, to take decision over your life. This is just an example. I heard one of the anchors talking about the grazing routes, the grazing law, anti-grazing law that had been enacted. It's not working. It's not going to be of any use to us. It's not going to stop the agenda of these people who are trying to take over our land if the citizens do not stand up to implement these laws. You can't wait for a policeman to carry his rifle and look for cattle to catch. You can't wait for them to stop because they have not been given such mandates. In fact, the language right now that the Abuja is sending across is that you are on your own. The law will always be on the book that you have signed. It is the implementation that will be the problem. So this is how other matters that affect us as a people, when the governors rise to address these matters, if it is not in consonance with the will of those who are the heads of affairs in Abuja, then nothing will be done at the end of the day. Nothing will be done at the end of the day. So it all boils down to what are we ready to do as citizenry? It all boils down to we rechecking our social contracts with these people. Are they really saving us? Or is it for our own best interest and for we to rise up and decide what we have to do? Loans are taken on daily basis. Loans are taken. Politicians, the gangs in Abuja come together, they connive together, take loans, and even the naira itself is depreciating. So we'll get to an extent whereby every money that is generated with your so-called oil revenue, with your so-called oil in the Niger Delta or wherever it is will be used to service debts, will be used to pay for the flamboyant lifestyles of politicians, the flamboyant lifestyles of those who are at Abuja. But just like I said earlier before, that it is going to get to a time when every one of us will be a share, we will all have a share in the consequences of our inaction. We'll see what is going on in Southeast today. A time came when people were crying out. A time came when people were shouting that misinformation is going out. People are being misinformed. People are being misguided. That there are so many space and vacuum that have been left for a criminal element to take, to use and manipulate the mindset of people. The welfare of people are being, the livelihood of people are being cut short. People are now introduced into gangsterism, into criminality, all with an attempt to find freedom, all in an attempt to find freedom. But it has gotten to the point that even those who were idle, those who said, oh, we are not concerned, or those who say that Nigeria is okay, everything is smooth, oh, this is just one of those things that happen in a nation, they have now become collateral damage. Those who refuse to take actions, they have now become collateral damage in this Cold War that is going on. So after the Southeast, that it is going to creep into the South. Then everywhere is going to explode. Those who have what it takes to leave the country will leave, and the properties they say they have in Jos, the property they say they have in Kaduna, the aviation company, the industries they say they are building, they will no longer be able to look after this business again. So these businesses is going to shut down. The same reason why they fail to take action today, the same reason why they said Nigeria is non-negotiable, the same reason why they speak with both sides of their mouth will be the same thing they are going to abandon and run for their life. Probably America or Cotonou or Benin Republic is going to accept them. You know, you look at what happened. Some politicians, just look at the story of Sunday Igboho that is in Benin Republic today. This young man was living comfortably. He had no reason, if he wanted to join the politicians in the West, he would comfortably join them and live his life and be comfortable. But what happened at the end of the day? Because he decided to speak up, and this is someone that representing the will of millions of people in the Southwest. This is someone that was fooled by the inactions of the people he was trying to liberate. Today, businesses is going on as usual in the Southwest, but a man is paying the price for the liberation of his people somewhere. His family, the children now are now disconnected from their parents. The children is disconnected from their father because they are now something they did not bargain for is what they are experiencing because someone decided to talk. And they find out that the people you are even talking about, the people you are trying to save, they are not seeing the need, or they have been so weak, or they find themselves in a state where they can no longer think, in a state where they are so weak that they are not ready to take any action. What is the reason why we all are scared? Is because we are looking for a daily bread. But just like how economic activities have been crumbled, the daily bread people are trying to look for in the Southwest, Southeast today have been crumbled. So I wonder what will be their next excuse for not taking actions. If Igbos today will come together, if Igbos today will come together and rise up and say enough is enough to what is going on in our land, what is really happening? How can we look at this issue holistically and come up with a solution? You will find out that there will be rest, there will be peace. You will find out that even the enemy will understand the language. The enemy will understand that, okay, yes, these people are now ready to take the bull by the horn. But what is happening? People are scared. So when you help sit at home, people go in, lock themselves indoors. Some people go out, try to perform one forms of criminality or the other. People are not supposed to die. They lose the best. Just look at the man who was shot. Imagine the lives he has been saving with his hospitals all this while. So you find out that if there is no doctor to replace him, doctor with the wealth of experience that this man has, people have to pay the price for the killing of this man on the hospital bed. So we are still going to lose a lot of people. So is this how cowardice people have now become? Is this how handicapped we have now become? Where is the bold people? Where is the democratic people that was on say that we were told that Igbos are? Where are the Republicans that we were told that Igbos are? Where are those? Where is the fight, the fighting spirit of the Igbo man? For how long does this mess continue in Southeast? For how long? So is it that there is nothing that can be done? Is it that people cannot drop their differences aside to understand that their land is degenerating into something else? By the time state of emergency is declared in that very area, the loss of lives continue. The same Fulanis you talk about, that the same Fulanis will come into your land, the political power will be given to them, your resources will be given to them. Even that business you want to do in Onitsha, you will no longer be able to do it because you will now be at the mercy of the Fulani military man. Now there is still an opportunity for you to do something you will not do. Now there is people who are campaigning for elections in Anambra. People want to be in the seat of Anambra. So I look at these people. What are they thinking? When state of emergency comes in, how do you now exercise that political power that you want to exercise? You want to be the governor of Anambra State that you cannot even enforce a common anti-grazing law. You cannot say no humans. No, we are not saying stop humans from coming into your state. Stop common cattle. You cannot stop goats from walking around. You cannot stop cow from walking around. So what political power are you now looking at or looking for? I'm ashamed of our people. I'm really ashamed of the intellectuals that we say we have in the Southeast. I'm really, really ashamed that people cannot see the handwriting on the wall and rise up and do something. I'm ashamed that on a daily basis, even at this very time as I'm speaking, people are still living in fear, in intimidation, they are still being subjugated in fear. They are not allowed to live life the way they ought to because people have refused to set their differences aside and rise up and say, today if we perish, we perish. Let the right thing be done. How long do we continue with these blame games?
Right. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for that insight. It's so sad. This is just a little boy lamenting over what's going on in our land. When the so-called the great Igbo men and the big men and the rich men, the ones that can afford to buy houses in 7 different continents and enjoy life, and our brother is there in anguish. Isn't this sad? Things have deteriorated so bad that when somebody gets shot, the first thing they will do, life and direct in Mboji, Nokwa. Life and direct, you can't even render aid to one nigga. The number one thing that comes to your brain is to whip out your cheap phone and start taking a picture of your brother that has been wounded. Southeast. Is that evil spirit? Who are those people occupying that land? Are they human? Are they real? Can they feel? Are they so emotionless that the only source of here is to be fearful and take video? Because all you know is in my now. You sit at home and shit at home and pee at home, and then you see your brother dying and you want to take a video first. We even see women looking at the dead body. They will on our staring and don't allow even a mother. Who they make it that you destroy the hearts of our people. They don't know the difference between danger anymore and emergency. Who did this to us? Who did this to us? That is suffocating us. We cannot continue to lament. There's a strategy on the table. Just in case if you don't know, because some people are saying we should go and educate people that are under the guns or bullets, right? They're like, they're hearing the gun bullet going off and they want us to go and tell them the gun bullet is going on. So what are they? The gun bullet is going off now. Ninas can help us to solve it. Plenty of websites, freedomfromnigeria.com, ninasffn.com, ninasvoice.org. They are all there, lnc.org. Yeah, these are the things that people, just ordinary people, are getting together to do, to empower you guys with information, put information out there. Even small time, like last week, after our show, we were on the phone for 4 hours talking. What else can we do, our people? And you that is indicted, what have you done to help this process? We are all in this together. We are the world. This mess is left for us. Because if the celebrities are not going to speak, then we have to speak, like we have been. We have to do the work. Freedom is not free. We all have little sense, because I know I've been saying time, talent, and treasure. Every one of us with a little sense that we can spare towards this freedom. Have you added yours? Or you're pretending like the only thing that you have is time? Have you added your treasure? Have you added it? Because we can afford to give all of them. There's nothing. That's why you are existing as a human being. You're able to make use of time. You're able to make use of talent because you are apparently paying rent somewhere and you have some type of treasure. Have you used any of those? Have you? Or are we waiting for Brother Tony to die? He will scream from this radio show and the other show back and forth, asking, fighting for you. Why you guys on the air? Talking about all that thing that is not going to work, accusing each other, doing all manner of stuff, calling people to come and join and disjoin. And we know one thing that can work. Like my brother said, we can end this madness tomorrow. We can end it tomorrow if we want to. But Wike will come and back like a dog now on marijuana. And Obianoko will be looking like this, giving orders that somebody wrote for him. He doesn't even know what he's reading.
Obiano is always dazed because of the amount of alcohol in his system. He's always like,
no, that's not alcohol, my dear. I do know.
It's not
that's
alcohol.
Not alcohol. Nah. Nah, that's not alcohol, my dear. There's a huge difference. When your pupils is so constricted, it's not alcohol.
Nothing.
I drink alcohol. So here we are, going back and forth. Incompetent leaders, they don't even know what to do. It reminds me of a story of a family member that we were telling, these are the things that you should be doing for your son. This is where he's going. He can speak English very well because some of the double masters. He will fly away with his English, argue with you. Now the boy is not doing anything. All is defeated. Every time you see him, he's like this on the couch. And this is the story every day. They will sit there and destroy what works. And then when it's time to bear the consequences, they will collapse. Now you have to carry the whole thing on your head. We cannot watch the good men and women watch and things are being destroyed in our land. In Azal, gone, no men, gone, no non-men, whatever your name is. We've already told you the 4 people causing this mayhem. They should be paid a visit. Are they mad? That night guy that you can come and hide and put every one of them that do have money, ask them, their children are already here going to school, they're even professionals. They are okay. And they have a first class ticket ready to fly. Some of them, their children fly for them now, they're citizens. But they're in there, they're in that geographical space, that hell, making money. And a little thing, and abandon my brothers and sisters. Really? And if God will allow them, they will come back during Christmas and buy diesel oil and kerosene oil and oil and a bag of rice. And people will say, oh, he's a mother. Really? When we know what we can do to end this, you're a rich man, you're a businessman, you're a celebrity. You know you can call other people, gather them together to come and join in Haneme so we can go home. All you want to do is to have 1 million followers. All you want to do is to go and commit suicide because a man doesn't want you at this point in time. All you want to do is to go to Bahamas and put extra butt, or go to Turkey and put extra breasts. Sometimes they will die there in Turkey. Sister, please go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank our brother.
My sister, I greet all of you. You guys are representing us very well, like I always say. And I thank our callers. I thank our big brother, Mazi Obidio, for calling in. He's a noble man. I continue to say that. And I thank our last caller from Nigeria. He's so passionate with his words, and those are very, very, very touching words. I must add my own 2 cents to what you guys had already said. That every Saturday, you guys are just, educating us and everyone else who cares to know about what works. Nina's LNC have been doing this job since 20-something years ago, not because they're not getting it right, but because of the steps that are required to take. Because there was one, was it last week? I made a comment in one broadcast that, quote unquote, being held by Igbo women, they say Igbo women worldwide or whatever they call it. So I made a comment because they are like running around like a chicken without head, trying to figure out what is the problem. So my comment was that they should, work with Ninas. That Ninas have been, working hard since 20-something years now, and they're already at the last step. And we don't know what has been going on. But now that we awaken and we realize that there's some group of people out there that have brain, that have been working on what needs to be done, which is to bring down our constitution. So the response to my comment, they didn't even know who Dr. Tony Nadi, sorry about that, but Tony Nadi is. So they called him a Mekesiri. So I had to respond back. I said no. Our brother Tony Nadi is the one, is the secretary, and so I kind of give them a highlight about as to who Nina and
you gave them education that they were lacking.
The website.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's up to them to do the go to the website, Nina's LNC website, to see the rest. Okay, so that's by the way, and I believe and encourage every one of us here on this platform to do similar things, and broadcasts that you see that they are so lost, trying to figure out their head from their tail. You go there and you tell them this is what is going on. If they won't have any reason to say, oh, I don't know, we don't know, what works and what doesn't work. Anyway, that's by the way. Now, coming to the issue on the Texas border, I'm going to go about this in a different way because what we see happening is a orchestrated plan, agenda, okay, to destabilize indigenous people. And that's exactly what we are here talking about. We don't want our people to be destabilized because if we get destabilized and they fled, guess what? It will, these evil people, that's what they want. And they want more accommodation. Look at, what's his name? This Yoruba guy, Obasanjo. Look at Obasanjo. Obasanjo has, I'm sure he has houses all over the world, America, everywhere. So guess what? He will not be more comfortable in any other location than the one he has back there in Nigeria. Because here he has all these servants and maids and evil people that wipe his butt. So in America or any Western world, he won't have that, regardless of how much, the mansion or how much he has. Okay?
Sister Chioma,
so I'm going to go about it.
Please, only because we're trying not to go over 2 hours. We are at 2 hours plus. If you can just sort of, round it up.
Okay, I'm going to make it short. Yeah. So what I'm going to advise our people is to, see Haiti as Haitians as a focal point that we don't want our people to be destabilized. And
we already destabilized, Sister Chum. We already so destabilized, captured, captivated. I mean, we're in captivity, for God's sake. They go ahead.
Yes, I understand that, but we are putting it, but we don't want to, we are trying to, solve, remedy. We are looking for remedy, okay? Because we cannot abandon our land and just massively move, exodus, So our celebrity, Haitian celebrity or whoever she was that made the comment that she made in the view or the deal, I don't know, the show. I'm sure, or I'm hoping she did, or she had been talking about the situation on ground for Haitians before this mass exodus happened. I'm hoping she did. Okay, so we are encouraging our celebrities, quote unquote, because they are just, bunch of, decayed moral, human beings, because that's what they used to do. I'm hoping they will start now to, to put their voices as to what is happening now before it gets out of control. Because when it gets out of control and you start talking, it's already late. Okay, and nobody wants to be destabilized, because if they allow those mass exodus to enter US, according to that plan, the ones inside America will also be destabilized. So this is the plan agenda. So what we're saying is let's stop it now before it's too late. So I thank you, ladies, for the time and encourage you guys to continue the good job that you guys are doing, your time, your effort. God will bless you and reward each and every one of you. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Sister Chioma. Thank you so much. I think what our sister is trying to say is that if anybody is trying to help, this is the time to help. You don't wait till you see your brothers and sisters at the border of Ghana or Trinidad or these other borders before you start reacting. So she's saying that this is a good time for you to use your time, talent, and treasure to do what you can before our people rush out of that land, because we don't want that. We're trying to fix things. So, Sister Chioma, thank you so much for that feedback. And you don't want to wait again till it happens. If you have your celebrity status, use it now. Use it now. We don't want you crying on your show afterwards. That's what she's saying. So, Sister Chioma, thank you so much for that feedback. Our brother Oliver said that she doesn't want to offend the Zoo Nigeria. I think she may be referring to the book writer. Perhaps she's angling for a ministerial position, or she's trying to protect her zoo pastor so she can go home and bury her dead. Okay. And that is the theme that is common with brown people. If only we keep saying this, if only we can think about well-being, community well-being, not just Akbarai's well-being, not just if I go to my country or my village, I will take care of the people, and then I'll call myself philanthropist because they are there saying I'm a woman's woman. We're talking about not just where I'm from, but the village next to our village, the other village, the other village. We want wellness for all of them. If we can change that mindset and start thinking holistically about all our problems and how we want our sisters and brothers to have a decent lifestyle, I think we'll do better that way. So we are not saying that you shouldn't help your neighbors or whatever, but let's go beyond. Let's go beyond where we'll not be getting glory. He gave us Akbarais. Forget about the Akbarais. It's what goes in. Don't like if you are in a state where when you leave your own comfort zone and you're in the next village is kidnapping you because they don't have the Akbarais you gave to your own village. You have not accomplished anything now. So we can do this thing, my sisters and brothers. We are the world that can make a world a better place. Sisters, please, so we can round it up.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you for all the callers. Thank you, Brother Daniel. Thank you, Sister Chioma. Thank you, our own able brother Mazi Obidi. Thank you for calling in. And for those that are listening and those that are commenting, Sister Aisha, hey, now you get this hand. Anyway, we just want to thank everybody for participating. The story is still the same. Get it out there. Let our people know. For those celebrities that are feigning ignorance, that they don't know what is going on or they don't know how to tackle it, Ozugozia, come, let us teach you how to say it or what to say. For those that believe that, oh, they don't even know, they can't say because they're afraid or they don't want their accounts to be seized or something like that. If you are connected to the American celebrities here, like all this Angelina Jolie and co, come and talk to them on our behalf. Angelina Jolie, nobody will seize her own account if she talks on our behalf. So if you know those celebrities that would help us, come and talk. Because you have to use your talent. He said talent, treasure, time. Use any of the T's or all of the T's and see how best you can help us. At this juncture, and telling all our people to get focused. The thing that is happening in the Eastern region is no longer funny. It is no longer funny. We saw it coming. We have been shouting about this thing for more than 2 years. We saw it coming. We saw a guy that is demented. We saw a guy that has a this mental there is like narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah.
We saw a guy that has psychiatric disorder. We saw a guy that has schizophrenia. He has all the mental diseases.
Not together.
You can't decide he has all of them run together. So we knew this and we started telling about it. We spoke about it. We spoke about it at length. That this guy has no agenda for our people. The agenda he has is how to make money and how to get our people killed. And that's exactly what he is doing. Unfortunately, he is killing the relevant ones. I wish he's doing the ones that, you know, I'm not going to push him to where he should go, but the ones that he should be doing, and some of us will just stay behind us, be hailing him. He's not doing those ones. He's killing market women. He is destroying people that if they don't go and sell gari or rice in the morning, their families will not eat. They will not sell vegetables on the streets. That is what is disturbed because that is what he wants to do. It is being bought over by these politicians. And these governors that are keeping quiet, they are looking at these atrocities, they are keeping quiet. Ungun gunmen will soon be unknown gunmen. You would know when it would hit you. And when it would hit you, we will say, we told you so. So please, our people, there is a pathway. There is a pathway. You may think that this pathway is taking so long. We are telling you that other people, it took longer. There's an essence why it has to take this long because it has to be systematic. It's not something you just wake up one day and you say, oh, the Holy Spirit told me. Holy Spirit don't do any telling in this one. It has to go by system to system to system. So for those that are impatient, please be patient about the process. It's a process. It's a process. It's not like it's an idea or something. It's a process and it has to go through that. So we're telling our people, hang in there. I'm sorry, I have a hand muted. Hang in there. We are getting to the very, very part where everybody, we have actually gone to the part where everybody's voice has to be heard. We're at the mobilization part, which is like 5% of the entire work. So every voice must be heard. Anywhere you are, it does not matter. If you do not understand the NINA's message, contact any one of us. If you do not know how to interpret it, go to the website. If the grammar is too much, listen to our shows because we have all these things treated. We have all the documents on the NINA's platform treated one by one. So the ones you do not understand, go to YouTube. You will get the shows there. You will listen to them, and it will make sense. So I don't want to take any more of your time, but I just want to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, sisters.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, our viewers. We appreciate you all the time. You know, we're saying that you are blessed. God is blessing you and your family. It's not just enough for you to say, oh, I'm blessed. My children are good. This one is in London. This one is in Africa. This one is in Australia. This one is America. Then that's all you came to do in this world. We say it's no more okay. We want all of us. We want that God to bless all of us, not just blessing you, your wife, and your children. We want to bless the whole children, those children that are bringing Akata on the main road. We want them to be blessed too. That God should bless them too. And that's what we're doing. You see, in this show today, we have tried to show you the practical steps towards total emancipation of the indigenous peoples of Nigeria. We don't want you to lament. We want you to follow the pathway to where we're going. We also told you about the strategic action that will stop the ongoing massacre of ethnic of ethnic nationalities, the ethnic cleansing and genocide that is going on in Middle Belt and entire southern Nigeria. We told you that today, and the other shows also. We also told you that your governors that are passing the anti-open grazing bill, they need guns, to enforce it, because Fulanis do not understand English. As you are speaking, they'll be speaking their half-baked own. So you need guns to enforce it. However, the 1999 Constitution will not allow you to touch that gun. So far, that 1999 Constitution is still in place. Fulanis will make sure and use it to make sure that you do not get what you use to enforce that English that you have been speaking. So, and we told you that on December 20th, 16th December 2020, we passed what you call constitutional force majeure. That's a declaration. It has been done. All you need to do is to embrace it. If you need delegates to explain it to you, we explain it to you. So, as a governor in the new southern Nigeria, you actually now do have the authority to do what you couldn't do before. You can now provide security for our people. You can now provide youth employment for our people. Like Obiano that built that international airport that he's not using because you're waiting for license from Buhari. You're wasting time. You can do all the things. Your VAT, everything. You can do those things now. Just embrace the constitutional force majeure. And then the next step, we're talking about transitional government and referendums. Regional referendums, not Nigeria referendum, no. Not INEC Fulani referendum, no. Regional referendums, how our forefathers wanted to do it before. They did it in Midwest. Midwest, they conducted referendum for Midwest to remove Midwest out of Western Nigeria. It was done, so it's not a new thing. So we are going to do that, and we are telling you we will do it. Don't worry, we are telling you to join us so that it will be faster. But even if you don't join, you still do it. You only take us some time, but we will do it. We are sitting here with this chair. See this chair? We are sitting here goodbye. These things must be done. Our people will be free. Be part of what we're doing so that it will be faster. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, share. Those celebrities that were not here, take this video and share to them. You would have done your own part. Let them hear. Ask them again, did you watch that thing I sent to you? If they didn't watch, make them to watch it. And if they do understand the English, we can speak it in Igbo. Just give us the number. We'll talk with them. We'll explain it. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sister. That's a good one. And that's what we're talking about. You know, if you actually on this platform today, we hail you, we thank you. That means that you're interested in saving our people. Because not everybody that will show up every morning, Sister Maureen, Sister Aisha, all of you guys that are here this morning, no matter what, rain or shine, we are here. And I know you guys are sharing this information. As you can see, they are blocking everything and making it sound like no one is watching. The amount of calls that we get after this show is more than what we see on the screen. So it's okay. If the Aba women can do it with no phone, no social media, we can share this information that is so dear to our people and so dear to our freedom. So we thank you for being here every day. May God continue to protect you. We can do this, people. We can do this. We can do this. Those people, they are not smarter than us. None of them. They can speak English very well, but when it comes to strategical thing or strategies, we can win. We can outdo them. Let's come together. Don't be afraid. Be emboldened. We are the children, or we are the world, and we can make this world a better place. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.